Hello everybody and welcome back to another tier list video. Today we will be ranking the Johto Pokemon. Last time we ranked the Kanto Pokemon, S, A, B, C, D, and on this one we will be doing Band. Actually, nah, we won't. Alright, but yeah, so we will be ranking the Johto Pokemon today. We will be ranking them just like last time, S as in broken, basically. It will be the god of your run. A is it will be a top Pokemon on your run. Not God, right? Not Gyarados, not any of those Pokemon. But they will carry their weight. They will do a little bit more than that. And then we got B tier. They will carry their weight. Like, let's say it's a normal type. They will knock out some ghost types, stuff like that. They won't go above and beyond that, though. They will do their job. Like, as a water type, they'll knock out the rock, the water, the fire type, rock, ground, and fire types. But they won't continue to do that. C, they struggle to do their job. D is, yeah, you shouldn't be using them, but if you do, good luck to you. I hope you have all the best. We will do trade evos separately, but all the trade evos in this game, I believe, are previous games. Yeah, I believe all those are that, so we won't have to worry about that. Right? Yeah, I think all of them were previous games in this gen. Yeah, they were. Yeah, I was misremembering there. We won't do Mega Evolutions like last time. It will just be those. We will be ranking Gligar and Mischievous and Murkrow because they do not evolve in Gen 2 and Gen 3. So let's say you are doing one of those games, you will be using those, let's say, but yeah. So, and Togetic, yes, I always struggle with that name, I don't know why. But yeah, we'll get started right now. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's do this. Alright, Meganium. This is a difficult one, because, okay, so it has the potential to be A tier, but it doesn't because of the region that it was in. If this was Venusaur, it would be A tier. But because it's not that, it does its job. It has a good defense and it has a good move pool. It learns Reflect. You know, it does its job. So that's where B comes in, right? C is it struggles. But yeah, it does its job. It's a grass type, you know, it has lots of weaknesses that draws it back from being an A tier. It's not like that. Plus, it struggles in its region, right? It doesn't do that certain thing that you need it to do to be better than B tier. Now, Typhlosion. Alright, let's try and keep my emotions towards Typhlosion on a reasonable level, because my emotion says S tier. It's not. It's A tier. Gen 2, it's a lot better because Thunder Punch is a special move, I believe. Yeah. Thunder Punch is a special move, so that kind of, if it got Thunder Punch as a special move, it would be S tier. But since it doesn't pass Gen 2, well, past Gen 3 actually, technically, right? Because in Crystal, and in Silver and Gold, Thunder Punch is in the Goldenrod City department store, I believe. But yeah, that stops it from being an S tier Pokemon. But yeah, it does its job. It does more. I find that it's an A tier because it's literally Charizard, but no 4 times weakness to rock, and no electric weakness. It does still have, it does get the ground weakness unlike Charizard, but I say if it has an immunity and a 4 times weakness, that immunity just it goes out the door. It does not exist basically, because you're substituting a rock for an egg, right? Something like that. Okay, for alligator. Oh, plus it crushes majority of the gyms in this region. Like that does account for something. For alligator. Now I would rank it. Okay. You get it at level 30. I think that should account for something. It's not in C tier. I'm just putting it down. That way my finger doesn't start to hurt. Yeah, you get it at level 30. Its moveset is tremendous. I would say top of A tier. It's not S tier. It's not. But I would say, because like it doesn't get Ice Punch till post game, right? Like that's the thing that's holding it back. If it got Ice Punch in Johto, it would be pretty high. It would be higher. But yeah, I would say it's an A tier Pokemon. I never suggest starting off with the water type, because every single Nuzlocke will say this. There's too many water types that you will get for you to start off with a water type. Simple as that. Yeah. Furret. Oh, this is another one where I'm gonna have to put my. Okay, so Furret is bottom of B tier. I want to put it top of B tier, but it's bottom of B tier because it falls off, unlike Meganium. Meganium gets better in the post game. Furret gets worse. The reason why I'm putting it in B is because it has that. If you use it right, you can get it to be your big thing in the early game. You get it at level 15. It can beat Whitney, by the way. If you have a female Furret, use Defense Curl a bunch. Mind you, if she uses Metronome and you get like Focus Punch or something like that, you're messed up. You're dead. But I'm saying, like, you can beat that Meltank with a Furret. I've done it. It gets Shadow Claw, it gets Thunderbolt, it gets Flamethrower. Its move pool is insane, and it has the potential to be that A tier Pokemon, but it doesn't get there due to its stats, right? It gets Dig, it gets things, and my Furret died to the Ecruteak girls, right? The Kimono girls. When it was partnered up with its Gengar. Gengar also died to that. It was heartbreaking. But yeah, it has the move pool. It definitely does. To be that A-list Pokemon. Hell, mine killed a Poliwrath, right? It killed so many, and I love that. Okay, Noctowl. I'm gonna say it's B tier because it does its job. It's not A tier because it doesn't do that job right, and that will be the last B tier for the next two, by the way. Spoiler alert. Noctowl, it does its job. It can kill a little bit. If it was flying psychic like a Natu with its stats and its move pool, it would be A tier. It would be one of the best regional birds of all time. But it doesn't get that. It does get Insomnia, so that helps a little bit. It gets Hypnosis. It gets Dream Eater. If you want to run Hypnosis Dream Eater strats. It gets Air Slash. It gets Return, which is amazing. its move pool on the normal type side is not there. That's why I say it's better. It would be better if it was a psychic flying type. But yeah, it has the potential to be better than this though, but it didn't reach that. But then again, it does get better with each common generation, right? Like if you look at it, Johto completely passed it, Noctowl. So if you look in Gen 2, it's awful. I'm pretty sure. Like, actually, it's not awful. It's okay. Foresight, sorry, not Foresight. You get Peck, Hypnosis, Reflect, Takedown, Reflect. That's a big one. But yeah, actually, Foresight Return if you want to run that strat, right? Then in Gen 4, they add to it. They give it Takedown. They give it, Takedown. Actually, you won't get Takedown before that, but it gets Confusion. Oh, wait. That was Diamond and Pearl. But yeah, same thing. It gets Reflect. It gets Confusion. It can beat Morty with Confusion. You get Roost. I gave mine my Hoot and Noctowl roots because I'm not waiting to level 52. But let's say my Noctowl reached level 57. I'm going back and teaching it Hypnosis again if I didn't take it away. And I'm running Hypnosis Dream Eater strats. You can take away Roost and boom. You can run that. You can teach it the Psychic TM. You can teach it the Shadow Ball TM to take out future the ghost types or psychic types, right? It has the potential to be really, really good, but it falls a little bit due to its typing. But, alright, D tier. Oh, they ruined it, man. Ladian, man, they should have made it bug fighting. I'm with Redbeard guy. I believe his name is. I believe that's his YouTube channel's name. Bug fighting. It's right there. Like, and then, like, oh my god, like it is awful. It is awful. Like, look at look at this. Here, let me zoom in a little bit. It is awful. Like, okay, so let's look at its stats. 35 attack, 35, 55 special attack. It's not made to be a special attacker. It's made to be a physical attacker. Like Mach Punch, Comet Punch, the screens, Silver Wind. That's pretty good. You could teach it U-turn. I'm pretty sure, right? Like, yeah, like it's made, and then Brick Break. It's made to be a physical attacker. It's just not. Okay. I think it's Gen 6. No. Oh wait, which one was it? Was it Gen 7? I think it was Gen 7 where okay, no. I'm imagining things. You know what? No, I'm thinking about Storm Silver, yeah. But yeah, it's awful. And then Ariados. Ariados is C tier. It's better than Ladian, but it's not. You have to carry it. You have to baby it. But it should have been Poison. Sorry, Bug Dark. Like, yeah, it should have been. It really should have been. Yeah, it's pretty. It does like. What's the word I'm looking for? It kind of not like it saddens me a little bit that they had this cool idea of Ariados being this villain Pokemon and like this villainous bug and Ladian having this hero bug type of thing, and then they didn't go anywhere. Oh, Crobat. Okay, so Crobat is S tier. Yes, the first S tier of Johto. It's incredible. You can get it at level 23. That's the earliest you can get it because Zubat evolves at level 22. And then, boom, you can literally run back and forth. And if you're unsure, boom, level 23, right then and there. broken. And then, you know, in later gens, it gets cross poison, it gets acrobatics, you know, it gets roost. That way you can heal constantly. The only thing that it's lacking is some more stats, but it's fast. It can hit hard physically. Don't put special moves on it. But yeah, yeah, it's really good. It's fast and it hits hard. It won't be able to take hits. That's why it will be low S tier. But yeah. Okay, Lantern. All right. So Lantern has the ability, like it has the tools to make it S tier. It's not. It is actually low A tier, like bottom of A tier. It gets Stockpile, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Surf. It gets so many. It gets Confuse Ray. Like it has the potential of being the best, one of the best electric types you use, one of the best Pokemon you use in your run. But the only thing stopping it of being an S tier Pokemon is the stats. You do not. If you use this the right way, it's an A tier Pokemon. If you use it the wrong way, it's B tier. But even if you don't want, let's say you don't want to grind out for those coins, get it Thunder and Blizzard and Surf. And if you're using items, like if you're a brand new Nuzlocke or a Wedlocker and you're using this thing and you're playing with items, because me, I don't use X items, but if you're a brand new one and you want to use one and with Blizzard and Thunder and use an X accuracy, hey, I did that strat when I was 12 to beat Lance. It works. Like, if you're doing it like that, go for it. Me, I don't play with X items because they're broken. But if you're going to, go for it. Okay, D tier, top of D tier. It's not C tier, but it's top of D tier. It is awful. It is awful. That's what I will say. Yeah, let's go to Gen 2. Okay, Double Edge at level 38. Metronome at level, like, I guess, like, I guess, like, Ancient Power and Baton Pass. Okay, this is bottom of C tier. It's worse than Ariados, but it's better than Ladian. Yeah, like, it has two things going for it, so that's what puts it in C tier, but its stats are awful. Yeah, like, it's meant to be an early Pokemon. It's not meant to go to the league and carry you through, but yeah, that's where I will put it. Xatu, top of C tier. Its moveset is really bad. Like, it's depressing bad of what it gets. Like, it doesn't get Psychic till like level 50. I'm not even gonna look it up because it will make me barf. But yeah, its moveset is, it's terrible. Like, and that's why it's C tier. Is it takes a fortune to make it work. If you're doing a Wedlock and you use this, it will die before the league. I'm telling you this right now. You need to use, like, you won't be able to get a good Psychic type move. It's literally what, like, I love its design. Its native design is amazing, but it wants to be a Noctowl with the typing, but it doesn't have the move set for it to be that. That's the only reason why it's there. Ampharos. Is it? It's better than Lantern. I will say that. Or yeah, it. Yeah, it actually maybe I ranked. I think I. No, I didn't rank you too high. Yeah, actually, I don't even need to. I already know that you're at A tier level Pokemon. Like, my pair of Golem and Ampharos beat Lance easily. It gets Thunder, it gets Discharge. You can teach it Thunderbolt, which I do all the time. But if you don't want to grind out the Thunderbolt TM, Discharge will do just as much. What else does it get? Gen 2, it gets Fire Punch and Thunder Punch, which is amazing. Sadly, they took that away from it because they're both physical. It's bulky. It's a little bit on the slow side, but it also gets, like, every single gen, it gets better and better and better. It gets Signal Beam. It gets Power Gem, in later gens, It keeps getting better, and that's what I love about it. Okay. Blossom. It's worse than Furret. It is. It wants to be Meganium, but it doesn't have the bulk to get it, right? I'm pretty sure, and it also doesn't make sense in its line. Like, this is not based on design. This is based on what it is. Like, okay, Chloroform. Okay, wow. But it's a stone evolution. It's not going to learn much after it evolves. Then, okay, wow, you can teach it Sludge Bomb, and Sunny Day, and Leaf Blade, and, what else is here? Toxic, Giga Drain, Protect, it wants to be better, but look at those. Actually, wow, 100 special defense. It's slow, though. Yeah, but the thing is it's a grass type with lots of weaknesses. It is a B level Pokemon. It is, like, I don't see, like, maybe I did rank Lantern too high. Yeah, I'm gonna put Lantern in B. Tell me if I'm wrong for putting Lantern in B or not. Yeah, I don't know. I think that Lantern could be A, but, like, now that I think about it, its stats do put it, yeah, I'll put it in B for now. But yeah, it could be an A as well, like, honestly. And then, yeah, Blossom is, I guess it's a little bit better, because it gets Giga Drain, it gets Sunny Day, it gets Solar Beam. That, like, it can be good. But it won't ever be these three here, because of its weaknesses. Okay, this is such a hard one. Okay, so 50% of the time it has thick fat. 50% of the time it has huge power. And then Gen 2, it starts down here. Yeah, Gen 2, it starts down here. Then it gets thick fat. Then it gets better moves. Then it gets the fairy type. So I'm gonna rank it. You know what? Yeah, you get bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna put Azumarill because it depends on which one you. I'm gonna put it in A because Gen 4 and Gen 5, like Gen 5 is when it really takes off. And this is based on across all games when you can get them, right? And Gen 5, it gets not Gen 4, it gets, and it keeps getting better. Gen 6, it gets the fairy type, and then it gets play rough earlier. And if it was all the way through with how it is good now, it would be A tier. S tier, but it's not. This is based across all games, right? So it will land itself in A tier based on the earlier games' performances. Sudowoodo. I've never. Well, that's a lie. I put a Sudowoodo on my team for red, but I didn't even use it in that game. Okay, so Sudowoodo. What do you get? So Gen 2. Gen 2, it gets Rocks. Wow, Rock Slide at level 28. Fan attack at level 37. So, I mean, everyone barely learned anything then. But, yeah, Rock Slide at level 28. And then Gen 4, Rock Slide at 33. But that's good, but it's still good because it gets better moves later on. And then Gen 5, I believe it gets a little bit better, right? It's about the same. How about Gen 6? Gen 6, it gets Rock Slide at 29, Double Edge, Stone Edge, and Hammer Arm. And then let's say Gen 7, you can't even get. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, what am I talking about? Yeah, Rock Slide at 33 again, but counters. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so based on what I've seen, what's its stats like? Special side is awful. Speed is awful. Attack's pretty good. So I would say it's around Noctowl. It does its job as a rock type. It can learn some support moves like Noctowl to make it a little bit better. Excuse me. But yeah, so that's where it is, right? Like it gets support moves, it does its job, but because you have to play around the special Pokemon, right? A special fire type is knocking it out. Like a special water type is destroying it, right? Like that's the thing. That's what stops it from being better than that. Politoed. Politoed is top of B tier. Um, yeah. Politoed, I don't want too many Pokemon in A tier, right? But like, actually, is Politoed better than Lantern? No, it's not better than Lantern. It doesn't get all the support moves, right? Plus, it's a trade evolution, so that will, you can't get it so easily, right? That's the thing, is that will hinder it a little bit. So Gen 4, because that's rare, that's where you're going to be using it, let's say, right? So yeah, it gets Hyper Voice at 48, which is actually pretty good. It gets Parasong via the Heart Scales. It gets Brick Break, Psychic. So it has the potential to be good, but I would say it's not a tier Pokemon because of the trade evolution, so that does hinder it a little bit. And King's Rock. So any given game, you're basically left with one King's Rock. So you're gonna have to choose either Slowking or Politoed. So that does hinder it a little bit. So that will make it go down to B tier. It has the potential of being A tier. It really does. Plus, but those stats, man, they're about like one, like they're decently sorted, which is pretty good. But like that physical is a lot lower than the special. So I would say, yeah, it's about B tier. It doesn't get stockpile. If it gets stockpile, it saves it. Right? Like that's an incredible move. Jump Bluff. Jump Bluff is bottom of B tier. Now, if we're talking about, let's say it's Gen 6 and beyond, it's A tier. But because it's based on all gens, it will land itself in B tier. It gets better later, like acrobatics, other stuff. But that 4 times weakness limits it, right? It gets a lot of weaknesses as a grass and flying type. But okay, Apom is C tier, top of C tier. Yeah, actually no, like it gets Baton Pass, so it's top of C tier. Without the evolution, it will not last. It will keep. It won't be as good. But yeah, Sunflora. You are bottom of C tier. Actually, D tier. Actually, no. It's that because it gets some moves, right? Unlike where are ya? Sunflora. It gets Sunny Day. Oh wow, it gets Sunny Day. That way, fire type moves can do more against it. Oh wow. It gets Sludge Bomb, Energy Ball. But then again, let's look at the stats. Oh wow, 105 special attack. Yeah, it's C tier. But yeah, it's it's right here. Because it has the potential to be better, but it's a grass type. Yama, you're down here. You're like, you're here. Not the generation. Like, it's not good. Not good whatsoever. Don't use it. It doesn't evolve. Quagsire, um, it's around Lantern. Yeah, it's around Lantern. It gets Amnesia, it gets Earthquake, it gets Waterfall. Early game, you have to deal with Surf, because in earlier generations, like up till Gen like 5, maybe 4, like yeah, around 4, you don't get like good moves until later on. Espeon, a S tier. Espeon is an S tier Pokemon. Psychic types are still really like busted up until then. And spoiler, yeah, actually, and I regretted this. Slowbro is also S tier, just like Slowking. I think that both those two are S tier Pokemon. They're busted. Like Amnesia, Slack Off, and then other moves like make it, and then it's diverse move pool. But yeah, so um, but yeah, it's still an S tier Pokemon, and it will continue to be so. Umbreon, on the other hand, because of its lack of a move pool, lands it in B tier. And that move pool is what keeps it there. It has the defensive capabilities to be A tier, but it doesn't have the offensive capabilities to back it up in terms of making it better, right? Like, it lacks due to that. Murkrow, without, well, it gets super luck. It it lands itself around here. Maybe around here. Because yeah, then like a lot of these Pokemon, it lacks due to its uh, stats, due to its small move pool. Same thing with Misdreavus. With its stats, it cannot hold up. Right? I would put all of these around the same area. Right? Ariados lacks because of its move pool and because it's an early bug type, even though it evolves at 22, so it's a little bit better later in, but it still lacks. Then Misdreavus, Murkrow, Sunflora, those all lack. These three and Apom lack due to its stats, but but Satu lacks due to its little move pool. Unknown is a D tier Pokemon. Now, Hidden Power, Dragon, this, that, whatever. Yes, but I'm basing this on the Pokemon. It sucks. Okay, Wobbuffet. If you're using moves, if you're using healing items, it's S tier. But because you have to constantly heal with it, it's around here. It's around B, because you're going to be able to take out one or two Pokemon. If you want to use Destiny Bond, that can take out another Pokemon on top of that. But because of the healing items, because it can only take out one Pokemon and if you're lucky, two Pokemon, yeah, it won't be a sweeper because of the healing items, right? It has a really big HP, but it won't be able to consistently take out Pokemon. Girafarig, Girafarig is around Pseudo. It's around here. Yeah, it's an okay Pokemon. It's normal Psychic, so it has It does have immunities, right? Normal and Ghost, which is great, but because of its move pool, it isn't. Yeah, it isn't A tier. It isn't like Espeon. It isn't like Slow King, right? But it can take out some mons. It can be good under the right circumstances, but it can't be that top tier Pokemon. Fortress. It's defensive. It's really good. It's around here because it's a staller. Actually, yeah, it is a staller. So I would say top of B tier. The reason why it isn't A tier is because it doesn't have the offensive capabilities of putting it over the edge. Yes, under circumstances, but also remember its weaknesses. 4 times weakness to fire. That's not good. Dunsparce, don't be fooled. It is a C tier Pokemon. It does have a move pool like, well, it will be top of C tier because it doesn't have the stats to back it up. It's not like Apom, where Apom later games gets moves, it gets other things. Like Apom can get return. Okay, that's good, but it falls off. Same thing with Dunsparce. It gets moves like return, like Thunderbolt, like Flamethrower, but it falls off. Gligar is, it's C tier without the evolution. Just like a lot of the, you're gonna see a lot more Pokemon in C tier, I feel. But yeah, I don't have to explain. Steelix, it's A tier. It has the defensive capabilities to keep itself in battles, and it does have better offense than Onix. It's a steel type, so it has an immunity. Sorry, 2 immunities with the psychic ground type. Sorry, it's with the steel and ground type, but the only thing stopping it is it doesn't have that I would rate it over here. It doesn't have that speed stat, right? One special mon comes in, boom, you're dead. So you gotta play around something. Gramble. Gramble is A tier. It gets all the elemental fangs. It gets the fairy type. It has a good attack stat, right? It's a normal type in the earlier games, so it beats Morty, and you can keep going with it, right? It doesn't fall off like a lot of normal types do, but it's fantastic. I love it. I wish I could use one. I've never used one in a Nuzlocke other than when it's a fairy type, and that's the other thing. Gen 6, it gets fairy type, so that even boosts it, right? I would put it over here. Quillfish D tier. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't get anything. I'm not checking. It's D tier. Actually, it's water. It's poison, so I get C tier. Scizor. Do I put this in S tier or not? It gets Technician. I think it's high A tier because of one thing, and I've said this for some other Pokemon, so it's gonna get the same treatment. 4 times weakness. Simple as that. Oh, you're so boring to use. Oh, Shuckle. It's around here. It's with Wobbuffet. It's good, but it's boring, man. It can learn Toxic, and its defense stat is high. It's like Blissey, man. It's boring to use. Like, yeah, it's a staller. Heracross is A tier. It's around here. It gets Gust. It gets Brick Break. It gets better per generation. Everyone knows how good it is. It has defensive bulk as well. It does have a 4 times weakness to play around, and that's what's stopping it from being an S tier Pokemon. Sneasel, on the other hand, it's awful. it's a late game, so that drops it even more, right? Unlike like Togetic, you can get it at level 2, technically. Sneasel, you can't get it till after the 7th gym leader, after the Team Rocket stuff, right? That's not good. Okay, so Ursaring is good. It's like, I would say it's A tier, right? I would say it's A tier. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, it gets guts. Oops. Yeah, it gets 50% of the time guts, just like Heracross. It gets slash. It gets thrash. So, Personberry thrash combo, burn. Hammer arm. Like it can do damage. Like punches in the post game. You know, yeah, it's A tier. It is. Wait, what are the stats though? 130 attack. That's monstrous, and it's kind of bulky. It is. It's kind of bulky. So I would say it's A tier. I would definitely say it's A tier, especially in Gen 2. Actually, no, not Gen 2. Sorry, Gen 2 is around here. So yeah, but Gen 4 and beyond, it's up here. Um, oh my god. No, it's top of C tier. It's pretty awful. Actually, it's bottom of B tier. It gets stuff, but the problem is it's 4 times weaknesses. This time, 4 times weaknesses. That's the thing that draws it back, right? It gets Flamethrower, it gets Lava Plume, it gets moves, but the problem is it's hard to evolve, and because it's hard to evolve, level 38, I think it is, it it would be like up here. And yes, there is a difference between this and this, right? Or this and this. But it's not Dunsparce, it's not Apom, but it's not Noctowl, right? Because of its late evolution. Paloswine is down here because of its move pool. The thing that saves it from being in D tier is its Gen 4 performance, because you can evolve it into a beast. Corsola is top of C tier. It doesn't have it doesn't have the stats to carry it through the late game like the post game or anything like that, but it has a decent stat pool where it can help you. It can defend its own, but you gotta save it. You have to play around a lot of things, right? That's why C tier is here, because D tier is, it will take out one Pokemon in an entire run. It won't. It will take out multiple things, but you have to play around it, right? Um, Octillery is around here. It has good special attack stat. It has good moves. It's not up here. Because it's lacking that certain oomph, right? Okay, Delibird is S tier. I said it. No, okay, it's D tier. It's awful. Yeah, it's awful. Everyone knows. Mantine. It wants to be a Gyarados. It doesn't. I would say it's around Blossom and Girafarig. It is. It's not. It wants to be up here like Gyarados and all that, but it doesn't get Intimidate. It doesn't get the moves. It gets some moves, and it will take out ground types, rock types, fire types, fire types, but it won't take out more than that. Skarmory, on the other hand, is high B tier. It's not A tier because of its weaknesses, because of the fact that its move pool can be kind of lacking at times. It could get a better ability, but it has one immunity the two immunities, which is great, but it doesn't have the stats to back it up. I've used it. It is a great Pokemon. It's like an Umbreon, but it's lacking to be an A tier. I think, right? Yeah, I mean its Gen 4 moveset's pretty bad. I mean, come on. I'm pretty sure it's, yeah, I'm like 99.9% sure like its moveset's pretty bad. Night slash. I mean, it's okay. What's its stats like? 140 defense, which is amazing. Yeah, I would say based on the special defense stat, its ability will make it be able to keep alive, but that's one. Sadly, it's not based on shinies, or else it would be like top tier. But yeah, it's around here. It's your basic flying type, but with better defense. That's why it's higher than Noctowl, because of its defense stat. Houndoom. Now, Houndoom is around Skarmory. It is. It will do its job, but it won't take out more than that. It gets the Fangs, it gets Thunder Fang, it has an immunity, but its defense is lacking. I wish it got Intimidate. It doesn't. It gets Flash Fire, which is pretty awful. I wish it got Intimidate now. I wish it did. But the thing that's also lacking from making it A tier is because in Johto it's post game. Maybe yeah, that should make it go down a little bit more, because this is also based on where you get it, and where you get it is post game. Some people don't do it. I always do it, but yeah. Kingdra. Kingdra is S tier. It's simple as that. Kingdra is S tier. Dragon Dance, Hydro Pump, Dragon Pulse, Hydro Pump, Nasty Plot. I'm pretty sure it gets. It also gets Dragon Dance to raise its speed. You can teach it some Dragon type moves, like Dragon Dance, Outrage, Person Berry, just like Person Berry Thrash. Like it's dope. It is. It's an amazing Pokemon. Donphan. Gen 2, it's like here because it gets like no good moves. I'm gonna put it around like here. Yeah. Shuckle. Yeah. So like Shuckle's boring to use. Donphan isn't. Like it's around here, but you also get it late game, right? You get it where Skarmory gets it. So actually, well, it also has an immunity, so we'll put it up there. Porygon 2 is C tier, high C tier. You don't get it till post game, so yeah, we'll make it suffer a little bit more. Stantler, it gets Intimidate, Hypnosis, Dream Eater. It has the potential. It's like Girafarig. It has the potential to be really good, but it lacks the stats, like a lot of Pokemon in this generation. Smeargle's low C tier, because if you get the right moves on it, it's really good. And well, not really good, but it's lacking the stats. Another one like that. Gen 2, it's down here. I'll put it over here because beyond Gen 2, it gets better with every single generation, with more moves, with the ability. It gets better. Just like some other Pokemon. Smoochum, no. Oh, no. Okay, Miltank. Miltank, I've used it. It's actually pretty good. It's around here because you get it pretty good, pretty early. It has the Scrappy ability, which is actually really nice. Usually you catch it with a Moo Milk, which is also really nice. It gets Rollout, Defense Curl. It gets Stomp, Stab, Return. Yeah, it's actually a really good Pokemon. It's bulky. but it does fall off around the champion fight. But if you use it right, it can last. It can. I've used it. Okay, Blissey is S tier. It's a boring S tier, like Shuckle, like Wobbuffet, but it gets soft boil. It gets other moves. It's just, I'm warning you. You should ban it. It's the top. It's the highest. It's the best Johto Mon you'll ever get. It is. It is the best Johto Mon that you'll ever get, and like Snorlax wishes it was Blissey. Other Pokemon wishes it was Blissey, but you gotta play around Pokemon, right? Like that's the thing. You gotta play around it, and when you put it in, it's not going down unless you're not paying attention. But it's also very boring, which can also cause you to not pay attention. Raikou should be banned, but because you could get it late game, I'm gonna put it like right over here because you can get it late game. Suicune is like Kanto, which hurts it, but like it's around here because of the late game guys. That's why. Right? It's post game, right? So you're not gonna get it, and you gotta like that's the thing, right? Is I've never played Gen 2 lately. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's a wandering Pokemon in Gen 2, but then in Crystal it becomes where it is like in Heart Gold and Soul Solar. So that's what I count it towards, but Entei, it wants to be better, but it's not. And actually, yeah, I would say Raikou is down here. T-Tar. You get it so late, but it's still it's top of A tier because it's a pseudo. It wants to be Kingdra, but because it's 4 times weakness, it cannot be that way. Yeah, and I'm not doing you two because you shouldn't be using them. But yeah, it wants to be S tier, and it can be actually. Yeah, I'll put it in S tier. I'll put it in S tier but the only thing stopping it from being Blissey is its 4 times weakness. That's about it. But Rock Dark is a pretty good type, other than the fighting types. But that's about it. Alright guys, I know that this was a long one. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope you come back for my next tier list. And like usual, have a good one. Let me know down below what changes you would make. I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to your comments. And I'll reply back if you guys ever comment. Have a good one. Peace.